a beautiful Melbourne morning out there. Welcome to Magic Mornings. In spite of what you hear about Melbourne or what you know about Melbourne, maybe you live here, maybe you experience it, I don't know. But in spite of what you might hear or think, it is a beautiful day out there. The birds are singing, the weather is changing. Spring is springing. You know, people are going to start booking gigs soon, big corporates, cruise ships. It's time to put some new magic in your show. What better place to buy that magic than from Piper Magic? Or if you live in Newcastle, Piper Magic Lake. It's been in there since the end of the last episode, which you will remember I was presenting with my perennial friend in business and pleasure, Kamal. If you've forgotten what it looks like, there's a picture of him right there. And there. And there's a cauliflower. All right, so what we've got this week? Well, we've got a great trick this week, a brilliant gimmicked card, or a gaffed card, as the Americans like to call it, from a wonderful inventor called Michael Chatelet, and he's invented lots of great things. I first became aware of Michael on it when I saw his trick Pen and Pencil, which is a great application of the old double-sided copper-silver thing of having one gimmick and one normal thing, and you can make it look like they're changing places by getting one ahead. Anyway, forget that. Forget all of his other things. Let's focus on this. Matrix art. In his own words, Michael's own words, is no black art. It's no illusion. It's crazy. There is no black art. It is crazy, but it's also an illusion. I don't know what he means when he says it's no illusion. It's definitely an illusion, Michael. It is not reality, just in case you're interested. The gimmick is wonderful. The gimmick is right here. Now, before I do anything with this gimmick, which at the moment looks like a card with 4 holes punched in the side, and ostensibly, to all intents and purposes, that's what it is, let me explain a little bit about what it is. It's holes that move around in a card. You can either pretend to move them with your fingers, or you can just have them move magically by shaking the card or blowing on it. It is crazy, actually. It's probably the best card I've ever seen. Moving holes around is not a new idea. Tenyo were doing it way back. Tenyo were doing it in the 70s. Tenyo were regular little hole movers, weren't they? The Wandering Hole, the Ninja Experiment, where you'd stick pencils in classic Tenyo-looking frames, start moving them holes around. And funny though, the Ninja Experiment, if that's the experiment, if that's all you need to do to become a ninja, that does not instill confidence in me about ninjas. I don't want to be protected by a ninja whose only qualification was to do the Ninja Experiment. Are you a ninja? Yep. What have you done? I've moved pencils around in some plastic, and it looked like they were moving. Great. Now go and help Spider-Man in Spider-Man and the Dragon's Challenge from the 70s with Nicholas Hammond as Spider-Man. You are now qualified. Anyway, look, let's get to this gimmick. It's a wonderful gimmick. Let's get to this trick. Let's present it. Sean might cut this and just show the regular trailer, which is better than this. But you can take the holes and you can move them around. I can place one from there to there. You can do it in different ways. I placed that one. I can slide that one. I slid that one across. The fourth one is even better. I can take it and just toss it so it appears in the corner. And also, with those holes now in the corner of the card, I can take them off and I can place them down on the table. I can actually take the holes off and place the holes on the table, leaving only one. It's kind of a leader hole. I can take the holes back and I can toss them back up there. There's 4. Or if I choose to, I can blow or snap and they appear back in the corners again. You can have 2 in the corner, and you can have 2 in one corner and 2 in the other corners. You can have 1 in one corner, 3 in the other. They can appear there, or they can be in the corners. It's limited really to your imagination. It's fantastic. As you can clearly see, it looks amazing from the front. It looks even better from the back. It's going to be worth a fortune one day. It's worth a fortune now. But that's not my problem. That's Sean Piper's problem. Who's buying this? Everyone is buying this. People who don't do card tricks can buy this because it's simple. It's easy to do. If you've got thumbs, you can do this trick. You can pull this. If you're not a card magician, you can pull this out of a wallet, show how holes move around in a card, put it down, and then move on to something else. If you are a card magician, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. If you like doing a few card tricks, you can come out with this gimmick. You can palm this gimmick maybe onto the deck. Oh, sorry, you can just pull the deck out. The gimmick can be on top. You can take it. You can do the trick, put the cards away. If you're a bit more advanced with your card handling, you can, because of the way this gimmick is designed, and a lot of card gaffs are designed this way. They're designed so that they look very similar on both sides, even though this gimmick does not look the same on one side that it does on the other. But from a distance, it does. So you can do, if you can do a DL, that's, I'm sure you can actually start with a card with holes punched in the side already. You can have it signed. You can do a sneaky DL move, bring this gimmick into play, do the trick, do another sneaky DL move, and you can hand that card out for examination or for keeps at the end, because there's nothing people want more in the COVID world than a card that's covered in your virus. There's 3 different routines provided with the instructions. Mikkel, the instructions, full English instructions on one of the downloads. Comes in red-backed and blue-backed bicycle playing cards. What else can I say about this? Yeah, so the routine's basically it's basically what I just said. One routine is just having them move around like I did it. The next routine is to do the sneaky move so you can use a card with holes punched in it already. And the third routine actually is a trick where you take your hole punch and you just in real time make it look like you're putting those holes in just by covering and opening and things secretly at the back. Is there anything wrong with it? Are there any downsides? No, there are no downsides. I did feel a bit... I was playing with it the other night at the card, and one of the holes, this one just here, is permanent. It stays there. It's like the leader hole. And presenting the trick, no one would ever know that hole hadn't moved, because you just make it part of the pattern. And you can cover it as well until you need it, because it's only one hole. I was looking at it thinking, why didn't he make that hole too so it could be taken off? And why didn't he make a hole in the middle and you could maybe want to just diagonally? And then I was like, Dean, this is a miracle. It takes him 3 hours to make one and you're sat on your ass doing nothing at the moment. So that is Matrix Art by Mikkel Chatelain. Please rush to buy one because they're going to sell out very, very soon. Hope you enjoyed it. There it is. Give them a call today. Paper Magic Lake. See ya.